Hello and welcome again on Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. In today's episode we will talk about Golden Nugget Online Gaming Incorporated, traded at Nasdaq, ticker name GNOG. Well, GNOG today was showing actually almost a decline, a deep shadow candle looking like a flying dragon if it's indeed a reverse, but if not, it's still kind of a piercer, but we don't have yet any levels to pierce here. So it's a little bit interesting situation, might be momentarily very bullish, especially for the Friday evening trade. It's quite positive, meaning that although during the day bears were prevailing, by the end of the day actually bulls were able to almost make it a draw. So we have almost no upward shadow and big negative shadow here. It could be again momentarily a little bit bullish, so we might have an action upwards by Monday opening, but in general these kind of situations could also mean that we are still in the decline phase. We might go up and try to test moving average 20, but until we have magic cross down with moving average 20 and 200, this green and red line, we can't really say about any decisive action here. So let's do a quick analysis, and as always at our daily chart we have three moving averages depicted. These are moving averages 20, 50 and 200. Here on the left you see their legends. These are green, blue and red lines correspondingly. So as I was just saying, if you look here, moving average 20, the green line is still going down and it is forming, if you would imagine something like that, and it is a very strong resist level until it is definitely pierced. We can't have any reversive move, and the last support that was here just below moving average 200 that also worked quite strongly, let's say 1 week ago, is now, well, today was kind of pierced, but still it worked as a very strong attractor. So these levels, they worked as a very strong attractor between 14 and 50, and the price might return there. So how to trade here? By still you can try to make a quick play, but overall it's more about waiting for nice entry opportunity, and waiting for nice entry opportunity would mean that the current channel, which is actually the channel of S1, S2, the support line was broken. It still might be price could be returning there because but then moving average 20 might work as again as a resist line, similarly to what we used 3-4 days ago. Here it didn't price didn't go higher than moving average 20, and at the moment when moving average 20 will touch moving average 200, here we will have a magic cross down, might be delayed magic cross or the real one, depending on how the price will act here. If it will be delayed one, so if price would continue going down, then it will work as a bullish momentum. It will be real magic cross. So if we by Monday we have grow up and then magic cross down, then the price could go even further down and we could go for a next decline. And for that we need to be prepared. So that's how we will develop our strategy for this stock and how we would advise to play. So it would be already immediate buy within, let's say, the shadow of the current candle, and speaking more precisely at this level, this volatility line actually, let's therefore make it blue. So the volatility line V1 would be anything below that and all the way until the next level, which is also in the vicinity of 12. So that would be the first entry opportunity, making it V1 S3 channel. So V1 S3 channel would be immediate buy channel. If we go there, maybe happening immediately by Monday, or it still might take place that by closer to the end of next trading week, because as I said, price could slightly rebound upwards. So that would be the first entry opportunity here, and then it will be already very strong. So should go higher, either pierce moving average 20, or at least it will try to reach actually moving average 200 here. So this will be a very strong price target. We also don't need to forget that we can clearly see here formation of kind of a top ceiling, which is declining at the moment, but this level R1, this trend R1 is still quite strong at the moment. It just follows moving average 20. So once it's broken, we could really speak about new And and a new, let's say, new channels, because the channel that is about to open and that we are waiting for is actually this one. If you would look, let's call it, let's say T1, and the lower part of it is here. So this is the channel T1, T2, and in general, we need to wait for those who trade midterm. That will be a channel where where we will return for midterm traders, for longer term traders. But of course, if you are a daily trader, we need to catch the wave, and therefore the first entry would be in the first dark circle. So let's write it here in numbers what it is. So this will be therefore between 12 and 13 the entry. So 12 to $13, the first entry here for this stock. So what's next? What unit decline with the small spike we still go down? Of course, then no surprise, it would mean that all the price action, the positiveness price action that took place from July till the now is actually cancelled, and we are going a little bit lower. So then, of course, we can enter again and average down again. So this would be then just above 11, something like 11.30, and then actually there is a big gap between the previous price actions. So let's say by the middle, and the reason for that is because if you look at the moving averages here, moving average 20, 50 and 200, there is a point when they do a bending. So bending means that their second derivative is actually 0 at that moment, and this would be somewhere at these levels. So if you look carefully, and that would be actually the new channel for us, the lowest part of the channel where we look. So if we would draw it here, this will be something. So let's take it with another line. So this will be therefore the level somewhere below 11, so would be about 1080. So this makes it a new channel to average down again, S4 and S5 we can call it, and this is the channel to enter again, average down, speaking more strictly, because we could still continue declining in the price. It's going to happen, so that's the channel which is the 1080 to 1130 here. So with this being said, at this moment it should be end of technical decline. If we have any negative catalyst, of course we could expect it, although not really anticipated. So if it's happening, we really need to be prepared and to average it down again. It's not that we predict this price to go that low. Sometimes subscribers also ask, why do you predict those low levels? This is actually not a prediction, but this is more, let's say, mitigation of risks and hedging the risks. So being prepared for those low actions if negative catalysts kick in, because you never know if there is a negative catalyst, when it can come and what it could be. Therefore, you just need to be prepared for that. And if you want to be prepared for that, the only way to be prepared is actually to keep some funds for real average down. And this will make it a level S6 for us. Below there is a buy opportunity. The reason we do this non-linear averaging down and actually hedging of the risks is because analysis we provided this channel is so-called a mixed analysis, which is based on three. The first one is, of course, technical analysis we do on the daily candles. It's not 15 minutes. It's not that ultra-fast trading. Well, not ultra-fast. It's not that fast trading which people do. So it's more like a relaxed style. And second one is actually doing average down based on let's say support resist levels. That's what we are discussing now. And the third one is taking into account possible risks from negative catalysts. And negative catalyst, simply speaking, is a news or some reorganizational information that might suddenly come from the company. So you need to be prepared for this. And once we mitigate those major risks, only thing that remains is actually money, making profit. And that's the idea of our analysis, and our strategy is to, by risk, bring it to the profit. So our trade always should be either neutral or profitable at the end of the trade. So speaking of that, anything below 9 here would be immediate buy. And again, at any moment, once we have a spike back, of course, the question will be how to take the profit, at which levels. As I said, for more midterm traders, especially if we go to the level of second level like 1080, 1130, we of course might expect returning to T1, T2 trend line once R1, this brown line, is broken. But for short-term traders, daily traders, we always, and that's also how we trade, we always advise to take profit from 10 to 15% of the funds that are in this position. So once you have 10 to 15%, 10 for slowly moving charts, 15 for fastly moving charts, take it, don't hesitate. It's better to become consistently trading with these profits, because believe me, if you do it even 1 month, monthly, by end of the year, more than 2-3 times multiplication of your funds, because this is adding up non-linearly but exponentially. So this is the target profit. Once you have it, take it, then either re-enter to the stock or check other videos at our channel. There are many videos we post daily, so you can always find something interesting. Even the videos that are up to 5 weeks ago placed, they're still fresh, so you could see the situation there and just enter in time, make your profit. So with this being said, that's the situation for GNOG. Also, speaking of how to non-linearly average down, it's still super risks should be anticipated here. Therefore, it's 1-2-2 strategy, so 5 portion play. What does it mean? Simply speaking, it means that the money that you would like to play here, the funds you can split in 5 portions, and then with 1 portion of those funds you buy in the first level. That's why it's written 1 here in the first circle. Then if price declines, so if you have the technical correction, then you buy again in the second circle, in the second channel, you start buying with, and then if any negative catalyst comes, then you average down with 2 portions in the level of support. And speaking of those levels of channels of support, it's also important that it's not that you buy immediately on the top of the channel. For example, imagine we reach the level of 1080 to 1130. It's not that you immediately buy with these 2 portions at 1130. It just means that you need to start entering. So try to enter again slowly. So for example, split it and then slowly enter. What would it mean? That it would mean that here you would slowly enter to the channel. So then within the channel, your price will be closer to the middle of the channel. So once the rebound takes place, then you will make the best profit out of it. So that's the strategy. It's very important to keep it in mind as well. So at the moment, that's all for GNOG. Good luck with it. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're first time watching. And also please press the bell button. This way you will not miss our new videos by stocks.